But first, Riverbed Builders is here to talk about their work specializing in water features, design, and installation. Whether you're in the market for a koi pond, pondless waterfall, or a stunning fountain, they'll work with your specific needs to create your dream waterscape. Joining me now is owner Andrew Johnson. Welcome to Listens Live.
Thanks for having me.
I'm really excited about this one. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a big fan of koi ponds. I got one in my backyard. I love it each and every day. So if someone is thinking about getting one, you want to enrich your life, hey, this is the way to go. So Andrew, introduce us to yourself, but also tell us a little bit about your company.
I'm Andrew. We're Riverbed Builders, and we are a full-service water feature company. So we build koi ponds, waterfalls, and fountainscapes.
So going into your own backyard, you think about the kind of little bit of stuff that you add to it, the extra life that you give it, the extra, what's the word? I can't even think of the word for it, but it adds a lot to my backyard. I'm sure it adds a lot to a lot of people's backyards, and I'm sure that's part of why you do it. It's fun. You get to get a little bit of extra stuff in people's backyards, get somebody a little extra happiness. Just talk about how you got involved in doing something like this.
Well, I've been doing this since I was 12. It's always been a passion of mine, going out and playing in the dirt with rocks, boulders, fish. It's just always brought me joy.
12 years old, how do you do something like that at 12 years old? What do you do at 12 years old that ends up with this?
Well, you have your buckets and totes, and you catch frogs and salamanders, and anything I could turn into a koi pond or a pond itself, I would do.
So are you taking like the koi fish that your parents would bought you and like bringing them outside and putting them in a small pond?
The very first one, yeah, was a metal wash tub, with some rocks and a little pump in it.
And eventually it just grows from that. So you talk about doing that at 12 years old, and then you've grown this into a business that you're making a living out of it. So why build water features? What is it about this business that got you into it, A, but also has kept you in it for this long?
It's really the joy that it brings to people. To have something in your backyard like a pond or a waterfall, I just don't think there's a better way to enjoy your home and your time off, your relaxing time.
I'll say when we bought our house, the thing that really sold my wife, especially because she wanted an outside, a backyard that she would enjoy sitting in constantly. The fish are one thing. The fish are cool. We love the fish. But just having a nice water feature, something you can hear the water rushing, you can hear the water in the waterfall. It's just relaxing, and to be able to provide that level of relaxation and leisure for people. How much does that play into what you're doing?
Absolutely. Everybody wants the big vacation at the end of the year, but if you could turn your home into a little mini resort, you got the waterfall, you got the fish or fountains, just bringing that to your everyday life is very important to us.
I know just in this building alone, we have a lot of koi pond aficionados. You got Donji, she's got a koi pond. She's making hers even bigger, it feels like, every summer. We got Brian Good, he's got his koi fish. We got mine. David Mattingly, he used to have a koi pond in his old house as well. So this building, you don't really have to sell. People here, they love koi. For those who maybe have not experienced the joy of having one in their home, just talk about what it would take, what that process looks like when they come to you if they want to build one, or not even just a koi pond. If they just want to build any kind of feature, what's that process look like?
Yeah, I try to boil it down to basically their needs. So if they're a busy person that's never home and they have, a big career, family's busy, we're trying to think about maybe like a pondless waterfall, because they want the relaxation, they want the moving water and the sound, but they don't want the maintenance or a new pet like a koi that they have to take care of, versus someone else that maybe wants to have, fish and wildlife and, more of an interacting pond in their backyard. We'd kind of steer them closer to, putting a koi pond in.
So what does that process look like as far as getting it set up, reaching out to you? What should somebody need to do if they want to make that happen?
We really like them to kind of scroll around on our social media pages, just because they can kind of boil down what they are more interested in, what they like, maybe what would look better on their property, and then we definitely want them to reach out to us by phone or email, however.
We got that number on the screen, 812-267-2436. You can also visit riverbedbuilders.com. A lot of cool stuff. I see you make like cool YouTube videos too, where you're showcasing all that stuff. So
Yep.
people, maybe they give you a follow on YouTube as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Andrew Johnson, Riverbed Builders.
So the benefits of having that in the backyard, we've already talked about it, the relaxation, adding just a bit of character to your backyard. That's the word I was looking for before that I couldn't think of for some reason. Basic words, sometimes you just have those brain issues. But what is your favorite kind of water feature to have in the backyard?
I'm all about the koi pond. Keeping fish and frogs and turtles has always been, what excites me. And then, every season it's changing, which, you have one, the spring is a lot different than the fall and the middle of summer. So that's just constantly changing and evolving.
So we talk about swimming pools a lot when we talk about bodies of water that you can put in your backyard.
Yeah.
Why would a recreational pond be better than a swimming pool?
Well, in this region, you get 3-4 good months to go swimming, and it's a whole, big process to get a swimming pool, where a koi pond is year round, so when we build them, they run continuously, even through the winter, so every season you got something to look at.
Yeah, and during the winter, you don't really have to take care of them. They kind of take care of themselves because it's too cold for them to do anything.
Yeah, the fish get kind of sleepy and they just chill out.
Last year, we had that Arctic blast come through and my pond froze over completely. But, the waterfall stayed going, so it didn't freeze over 100%. But it was so cold, I got to stand on my pond. I wanted to, skate around it, but, the wife wouldn't let that happen too much. So remind everyone real quick, the best way, again, to get a hold of you guys, where they can visit and find more information.
Definitely go to our website. There's email, phone number, everything's there for you.
Riverbed Builders, you can call them at 812-267-2436 or visit riverbedbuilders.com. Again, that's riverbedbuilders.com. Visit that website. You can watch all these videos that Andrew has put together, or you could follow him on YouTube as well, learn a little bit more. And if you just want to learn more and just see if that would even fit, I assume someone could call you and just see if it would even work.
Love talking on the phone.
Yeah, well, Andrew, I really appreciate you joining us on Listens Live today, and I hope somebody somewhere will take this opportunity to get a nice pond or any kind of water feature in their backyard. I appreciate it.
Thanks.